I hope this is not lagging, you guys. For those who are watching the replay, let me just turn my Wi-Fi on. All right, so I know it's been a minute, and I'm really not on here for any particular reason. Hold on, I hope it's. I don't know if I'm frozen. Let's see if we can get it to come back. Oh goodness. Okay, I think it's on. I think I'm live. I can't see. It won't let me see. All right. Hopefully, I think it's back. Okay. Is it back? I can't tell. I think it's okay. Sorry guys if y'all watching the replay and it's like a delay or anything. I'm not really sure what's going on here. But I didn't want anything, y'all. I was just coming to check in. I know it's early. It's kind of like almost 12. So most people probably at work or doing something. Hey, who in here with me? Thank you for the thumbs up. I got some stuff that I was gonna share with you guys. I don't know if I should share it now or maybe like next week. I might wait until next week to tell y'all what I really got going on. But I know a couple of weeks ago I had posted a question asking people what videos they wanted to see next, and most the poll pretty much said that y'all want to see what is called the surgical tech versus other medical professions. So I'm working on that, but I had a change of events happening over the last couple of days, and so I'm super excited because it's exciting times. But I was just like, let me go live. I hadn't been live or made like a on here in a minute, so I want to kind of get back into the groove of going live and at least making some videos or something like that. But yeah, who in here? Let's see if y'all have any questions. I'm really here like now just to get a feel for who's out there, who's watching the videos. This video it's just a check-in. I don't really want nothing, y'all, but just to see what everybody got going on today. Today it's kind of warm outside, so that's on like I'm sweating, but I just wanted to come see what y'all had going on. Who in here? Y'all say hey to me. I can't see the chat. I hope y'all, if y'all aren't talking, let me see. Oh, there we go. Okay, I can see the chat now. But yeah, so recently, I'm pretty sure I posted it already. That hey Queen T, I posted it that I passed my first assist certification back in December. So it's official. I'm a certified surgical first assistant, and I guess I'll just share what I was doing. So at first, I wasn't gonna take a contract or anything like that, you guys, because I've been working. You know, I work for myself. I got like a ton of projects going on right now, and so I was just focusing on all of that. But recently, I got offered to purchase this house that I've been living in. So I've been renting this house for the last 7 or 8 years. So now my landlord is selling. And because he's selling the house, I started looking at, getting financed and, things like that. And so as I'm getting financed, I'm just tell y'all what kind of how I played out. I was looking at getting financed, and I can get financed for the house. That's not a problem. But my income, it was kind of like, questionable a little bit because I do my own businesses. And so I have a couple of businesses. So they wanted something a little more consistent as far as my taxes and how I'm making money. So I was like, well, it looked like I have to take a contract. Like, it looked like I'm finna have to go back to work. And so I started applying for jobs for travel positions back in the end of January. Around the end of January, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just try to get my income up to whatever they want it to be for me to get the best financing or to get financed for even more. Because who knows, I might find another house that look even better, but it might cost more. And so, to make a long story short, y'all, I had started applying for travel contracts. Now, the problem was in Florida, y'all already know like the income, the pay down here is low, but the pay started going up. Hold on, let me see. Queen T say, do you think it'd be easier to transition to surgical tech? Wow. Oh, for sure, to transition to surgical tech while working as a sterile technician. Yeah, VR. Victoria Goodman. I don't know what that means. VOR. I don't know what that means. But yeah, I do think so, Queen T, because you'll be more familiar with the instrumentation. That'll just be one aspect of it, but you know, as a surgical tech, it's a little bit more than just instruments. Like you're gonna need to know more than that. But I think you'll have a better understanding of the field because you already know what it's like to be you'll be familiar with the tools and the equipment and stuff. That's what I'm trying to say. My neighbors outside having a good old time. But so yeah, you guys, so pretty much to make a long story short, I was applying for jobs, and y'all, I'm the type, like, I'm like, okay, if I don't get something, it kind of get frustrating a little bit to me, and I'm like, dang, why am I not getting the opportunities that I'm applying for? Fix my resume, kind of updated the resume, all that kind of stuff. And then I started looking outside of Florida for positions, and I got a position. I got offered a surgical first assist position, you guys, on a contract, and so I'm super excited about it. It's not in Florida, so yeah, so I'm gonna be taking a contract here in the next week or two. I'm not gonna tell y'all where I'm going yet. I'm gonna just wait. It's not in Florida. It's not on the East Coast at all, and it's not California. So just to let y'all know that. So y'all will be getting some information on that. Yes, thank you, Queen T. I'm super excited. Like it's one of those bittersweet things because I really do enjoy my freedom. I'm not gonna even lie. Like I enjoy working for myself. I enjoy moving how I want to move every day. Like I enjoy that, but I do want to be more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I want to make sure I have assets. So I'm purchasing the house. That's an asset. Well, it's not technically an asset until I'm creating more, like if it's going to make more money than what my mortgage is going to be. So the plan is to go ahead and buy the house, and then I'll rent it out, or probably rent it out, put it on Airbnb. It's a whole nother 1-bedroom studio in the back, so I might start with that one on Airbnb first and then work my way up to the main house, depending on if I'm gonna stay in the house or if I'm gonna be traveling. Then I'll rent out the entire property, but I'm gonna just start with the 1-bedroom studio that I have in the back and put that on Airbnb just to offset my mortgage. So I was looking on Airbnb recently, and even if I only made $35 to $40 a night, that'll at least cover the mortgage. So yeah, you guys, I know I'll be posting on here that I quit my job and everything, and I did quit, and it was for a good reason, to start focusing more on being an entrepreneur. But what I would say is, like, you never really know, like don't just look at making money one way. Like just because I was like, okay, I was kind of not seeing the opportunity in being a surgical tech or a first assistant, I was just like, I'm just gonna go over here and be a business owner and da 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 da. And that's great, but with businesses, it's like up and down. And so luckily, this profession allows me to, go away and come back and just work it to my own, let it work into my own lifestyle, I guess. But I won't be working like the whole year. At least that's not my intention right now. But I will be working at least 13 weeks, maybe longer, depending on the setup. I'm not going to a big hospital. I'll tell y'all that now. Like, I was so surprised when I got the phone call from the director. So if y'all don't know how travel contracts work, I'm going to just run it down real quick. What happens is you apply to the recruiters, to the agency or whatever, and then the agency creates a profile for you, and it has like your resume and all the services that you can do, and then they send you a skills checklist. You fill out the skills checklist, and then they submit you to the facility, to the hospital. Then once you've been submitted, the director typically, or somebody, sorry y'all, people text me, the director or someone, the manager, the nurse manager from that facility will call and do a phone interview with you. And then you can talk to them about, what services that you can offer and what services that you're comfortable with and things like that, surgical services that you know how to do. Because you have to understand, as a traveler, once you get there, like they gonna expect you to already know how to do a lot of stuff. But I was telling her, and I was just being honest, like some of the stuff that she was asking me if I knew how to do, I don't do, like total hips and total knees and stuff like that. I have done some total shoulders and a total ankle before, but that was not like my regular. I don't do those on a regular, but I do ortho. So, and I like ortho. And she was saying, to me, ortho is gonna be, a lot of it's physical and stuff. And I'm like, that's fine, because really, what y'all can't see right now is I'm like 20 something pounds overweight. So I'm cool with going to the operating room and losing a couple pounds instead of going to the gym. But so yeah, I talked to her about what I could do and what they doing. They're not doing any like crazy stuff, like ain't no spine, ain't no vascular, none of that type of stuff. And so it was good. I was like, well, yeah, I could do ortho, and I could do plastics. And then she was asking me if I was tech as well, and I was like, yeah, I can tech too. And so that just made it even better. She was asking me all the different services that I could take in, do I know how to do GI? And I was like, yeah, I could do all of that stuff. Like, I've been doing GI, I know how to clean the scopes. I know how to do labor and delivery, C-section. She was asking me all that stuff. As far as first assistant, and then some of the stuff they may need me to take. And so I was like, yeah, I've been in tech for, at this point, almost 15 years, almost 16 years maybe. And so she was really excited, like I said, I was just really honest with her and let her know that it was certain things that she was asking me about that I know how to do. And I was just like, I don't know enough about totals to come in and just tell you like, yeah, but if you want me to come in and learn it, then I'm more than willing to. And so she asked me that, like when the directors or these people call you and they offering you positions, and if you honest with them, depending on how bad they need help, they'll still let you come in and learn how to do their procedures because they need the help. And so that's pretty much what she was saying, that they need help. And if I was willing to come learn it, then they willing to go ahead and extend the position to me. So they extended the offer to me, and it was so fast, you guys. Like the recruiter, he submitted me. Oh shoot, I'm sorry, I didn't see you, Jules. It said I graduated from ST school in August. Thank you for all your. You are so welcome. Thank you for commenting, because that's inspiring to me too. Y'all don't be knowing, like y'all be inspiration to me as well. So I'm glad that you graduated. Good luck. Good luck. It's hard out here, I ain't gonna lie. Like this ain't the easy. Being a surgical tech ain't one of the easiest jobs, but it's definitely a stable career, and it's a great stepping stone. I would tell you to make sure you got thick skin. That's really what I got for you. But you'll be fine. It'll be fun. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. I'm here for that. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry I can't tell if y'all can see that I'm sweating, but y'all, like, it's air built at 80 degrees. Okay, maybe that's a little extreme. It might be like 80 degrees. It's hot out here. But yeah. Oh, anyways, what I was saying was that if you go somewhere where they are looking to train you and you can make some money, do that. Just be honest with them when you talking to them with what you can and what you can't do. And so if y'all, I know a couple other facilities are looking for surgical techs. The thing is, like, some places are asking for you to have 1 year experience, but right now I'm almost inclined to tell y'all to just apply, even if you fresh out of school. Like, apply for everything. Don't let it just because it's written in the job description or something like that, and they asking for a year of experience or 2 years of experience. Like, apply anyway. If you got 1 year of experience, you want to go traveling, go apply and go traveling, because you never really know what the facility is willing to take, and if they really really need you, then they'll go ahead and accept what you have to offer. And so that was something too that I had to kind of When I was coming back into the game, I was kind of looking at like, these people need help right now, and so I want to be able to help, but at the same time, I don't want to go somewhere and then be more in the way than to help. So I'm very honest with the people that when I go to these places, what I can and can't do. So, but yeah, I'm excited, you guys. Y'all, it's not a big place. Like I told you, the hospital is a small hospital. I don't want to put it out there right now, because once I put it out there, like, y'all already know. If I give you too much information, you're going to know exactly what hospital it is. And so I'm not going to say that. But I'm going to tell you, it's not a trauma center. And I'll tell you that the pay is over. It's over. I'm trying to say how to say it. Like, okay, I can say it's over. It's over 2,500 a week. It's well over 2,500 a week. But I say 2,500 because I know in one of my videos I made, and I was telling you guys that you can make over $100,000. Now this position is not a surgical tech position, but I was applying to surgical tech positions, and the ones that I was looking at, they was hitting right at like 25, and so that was fine for me. If I'm in Jacksonville, like if I'm gonna be in Florida, I could kind of work with that a little bit, but to leave Florida, it would have to be more. And so I got more, and I'm really excited about it, you guys, because it'll be my first travel contract as a surgical assistant. So that is kind of cool. Even though I've worked as a surgical assistant before, I've never taken a travel contract as a surgical assistant. But I didn't have a certification either, so I wasn't even applying to them because I wasn't certified. Most of the travel positions require you to have the certification, whether it's surgical tech or first assistant. And so, thank you guys for the love. I appreciate y'all. I'm surprised y'all in here. Like, I was like, ain't nobody finna be coming in here in the middle of the day trying to see what I got to say, and I ain't been on. But I'm definitely, I'll be sharing more with y'all. Like, I was working on my website. I worked on posting a couple blog posts on the website, and so that's really where I've been focusing a lot of my time, is on building out different websites. But what's up, DC? I'm on 3 weeks in between. I know that's right. So you enjoying life? Okay, I know that's right. Where you at, DC? I'm about to get out. I'm about to get up out of Florida. Even though I'm gonna miss it, because where I'm going, y'all, the weather is not the same. Like, if y'all know, and I got bit up. So if y'all wonder why, like, I'm scratching, like, these bugs is just ridiculous. And so they've been sucking on my blood. Vacation. Last contract was in Kansas. I made more than over. Yeah, like I was telling. So, okay, this is another thing I'm going to say to y'all too. When you go to these facilities, do the best that you can and then network with the people there. My director from one of the contracts that I took, she called me recently. She actually called me a couple months ago to see if I wanted to take a contract back with them, and I would have, but the pay wasn't enough. Like, it was the same pay that it was when I was with them the first time, and so I was just like, y'all gonna have to come up on the pay. Then instead of them coming up on the pay, what they decided that, what we could have did was just me work 36 hours versus 40 hours. And so I was doing that. I was ready to do all of that with them. But the recruiter was bullshitting, like, not to be cussing, but the recruiter was taking too long. And so I'm calling her and texting her. She ain't call me back. She ain't text me back. So then what I did, when the director called me again, I called the 1-800 number to the travel agency that was at the facility. So this agency I hadn't worked with before. The only reason I had went with them was because that's who the hospital had a contract with already in place. And so I reached out to her, let her know, like, the facility want me to come. And she was just dragging her. She was just moving slow. And in the process of her moving slow, I was still applying to other positions. And then, y'all, it was so fast. It was within, like, probably less than 24 hours. I had an offer, from the one for the traveling surgical assistant one. So, yeah, so So, anyways, my point is the director called me directly. So when you do good work, you know they kind of they'll start calling you before they even post the positions. DC say I was prepared to go to Arkansas, Minnesota, or somewhere else. Stupid. Hey, DC, like on some real shit, like, but I got an offer for a facility for an hour and a half from home, 312 overnight. That's not bad. But let me tell you what I don't realize too is that if you go to the places that people don't want to go, they pay you. Now, I'm not saying go to a place and let them be if they mean and stuff like that and just get verbally abused and all of that stuff. But if you start looking into traveling, maybe instead of picking the big cities where it's a ton of people trying to compete for that contract, pick something in the middle of nowhere. At least do a little bit of research, like be mindful of where you're going so you can like decide if this is an okay location. But I done got offers to a couple of different facilities over the years, and the ones that be needing people be the ones that's in the middle of nowhere, and they willing to do a little bit more or pay a little bit more for you to come, or even let's just say you go and then it's time for your contract to be renewed or extended or whatever, then you can negotiate a little bit better because they need your help. So I say pick contracts to go to the middle of nowhere. But that's what's up, DC. I was trying to stay close to home too, but they ain't talking there. And then like, yeah, the money just went. And I wasn't really getting no callbacks. Like it was kind of weird. Like I was applying, and before you know it, the contract to be closed, the position to be closed. I was really frustrated, you guys. I was like kind of sad, not sad, but like down about it. Like, dang, what's going on? But I had to remember. But I had to remember was that what's for you is for you. And so when it's for you, it just fall in your lap. And that's typically like what happened with this other position. I love Kansas. I've never been there before. The Midwest people were more genuine. Even the people with the BS couldn't get their BS over on me. Yeah, Kansas though, like I don't really care for. I ain't gonna say I don't care for the Midwest, DC. I ain't gonna say it like that, but the Midwest, like I lived in Nebraska. Is that considered Midwest? That's Midwest, right? Or is it? I don't know if Nebraska Midwest, but some of the like I like being in the South. I ain't gonna lie, like I really prefer being. I like the people in the South, but ain't no money down here. Like it be money here. Let me say that back because it was some contracts here, and some of the contracts that was here, I was seeing was like CVOR, and I don't have no CVOR experience, so ain't no sense in applying to those because I don't want to go and apply to something like that. I have any experience in that field, but I would have preferred to be home or close to home. But it was two things that was in play: the money, obviously, and the fact that I wanted a first assist position. And so, yeah, I had to leave Jacksonville, or I had to leave Florida to find a first assist position that was willing to accept the experience that I have, and it worked with what they have going on. Like if I would apply to a CVR, vascular, spines, and all that, I don't do any of that. Like I don't do it. I wouldn't even apply to that if that was something that they needed, because it would have been more training than me actually being helpful. So at this facility, they do a lot of ortho. They do GYN, general. I think she said urology, GI. It sounds like, and y'all can come for me if you want to, but it don't matter. It sounds like a oversized surgery center, like based off of how many beds the hospital have. In the kind of cases that they doing. Like it's not a trauma center on no level, so they not doing any type of complex cases. That's my type, like that's what I'm trying to get into. The only thing I'm not gonna be happy with is being on call. I don't really like, falling asleep and then trying to get up and go work, but I mean the pay is gone. I'm gonna be fine. I'll be fine. And so yeah, but that's what's up, DC. Like, I'm glad you. So wait, you on contract? You waiting for you said a 3 week. I'm on a 3 week in between contract vacate. Yeah, you took 3 weeks. The last time I think I did it, I took a month in between. I ended up for a contract. All I heard was heavy ortho, numerous. But I ain't gonna say I'm overweight because that's not. but I have since I've been home. I done put on a couple pounds. Yeah, we gonna go get some. Yeah, we ain't doing no neuro, heavy ortho and neuro. I'll leave that neuro to Paris Creation. He do that. He the neuro guy. Like I ain't messing with that. But heavy ortho, yeah, we gonna see. I like ortho, so I'm not gonna complain about it. I like plastics too. I think she said they had some plastics. So this will be exciting. I'll definitely be sharing. Y'all already know, like, when I went on the last contract, I was posting. So I'll be sharing a lot more of what's going on there. I got 2 dogs now, though. So I'm not really sure how. Which I had 2 dogs on one of my previous contracts, but they were older. And so I got an older one and a puppy now. She's like a couple months. She like 8 months, 8 months or so. And y'all, I think I'm gonna have to get a house and everything out there. We're gonna see where I'm going. It seems like it's very camper friendly, so I might camp. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, y'all. As far as my lodging, like I went all the way to California one time and had nowhere to stay, so I have no clue what I'm gonna do for my lodging. How do you feel about doing ortho? Because more of the ortho staffs are harder to work with. Yeah, we gonna see how I go. Like I'm a G, so they ain't finna be acting stupid with me in there. Like never mind that. I ain't finna. They can act up, but like the lady told me they need help. So my thing is I'm gonna be there to help. If anybody don't want my help, then that's their problem. But I'm not gonna be competing, like dealing with attitudes and all that. I'm just not interested. I'm not worried about them though. Cause if they need help, like then you need to, be respect. As long as it's respectful, it'll be fine. But it seemed like it's a training facility as well, because she was saying how the residents, I guess, were this group is still there, and then the next group will come in January, I think is what she said. Not January, but July. So hopefully the dogs and stuff not assholes, but I mean, I don't know. I really don't really worry about them being assholes, because if they are, at some point, most of the time people like me. Like, I'm not going to even lie. I'm a likable person. I'm not going to be in there kissing no ass, but I don't want the righteousness. I want the real answer. No, I'm just saying, like, I'm not really worried about them, like, honestly, because I feel like I'm a G. So it's like, that's how I feel. Like, I ain't really worried about them, because for one, I'm already know I'm gonna be prepared for my cases. Like that's the best thing that I could probably do. Like I was telling the lady, the director, I was telling her, like, if it was any way to get a list of the cases that they do on a regular, and then I could study those cases and be prepared for the stuff that I don't know about. Like the total, I'm really just focusing on like learning or studying like the total knees, total knees and total hips and shoulders. She said I don't think ankles and stuff, but yeah, I'm just gonna focus on learning, being prepared for the case, and then like I say, at the end of the day, as long as ain't no disrespect going, ain't nobody finna be cussing and throwing shit and just, you know. And if they do get irate, like, yeah, I'm out of there. And so, but I don't think that's gonna be a problem, because like I say, this hospital in the middle of nowhere, and from what I could tell, they need help. The recruiter knew they needed help. He told me that, and so I was like, yeah, like, let's just see what they say. And so I'm gonna go ahead and go out there, but I'm not worried about them people. Like, I don't worry about people and their attitudes in the OR, because shit, like, I can have an attitude, but I ain't really gonna go in there with it. Like, I want to go help. Like, that's the plan, is to go in there and help, to go learn, because it's gonna be ortho. I'm gonna drop a couple pounds. So I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna just say, I don't want to tell y'all where I'm going yet. I'm gonna tell y'all, but I don't want to tell you yet, like, because I don't want to give it away. Like, it's not in Florida. It's close to Texas, not Sandy. It's close to Texas, but it's not Texas. I can't give you. Let me see. Okay, I don't know. Like, I can't really call it, because if I say it, I feel like y'all gonna know where it's at, and I don't want y'all to know yet. So, but it's on the southwest coast. It's not California. It's not Texas. It's it's close to both of them though. So I'ma just leave it like that because the internet be acting up, and so I don't need nobody trying to find out no shit. And I feel like if I say it, then y'all gonna know it's not like something that I could really not hide like I'm hiding it, but I don't want y'all to know yet. And so, but y'all gonna get to see it. Y'all gonna get to see it. Y'all will see some of this stuff. I just got to be careful on like some of it because, yeah. So, anyways, let me see what else y'all got. I hope it's not late. Oh shoot, that's a B. You said I hope it's not not Louisiana. She going to Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm not going to Albuquerque. I wouldn't mind going to Albuquerque though. Have you been there before? I drove through there. I did drive through there, but I'm just going to a little small town. Yeah, I'm excited about that too because I do like, I'm more of a, heck on y'all, let me get y'all out of the sun because my phone gonna burn up. Can you see me like that? Oh, this way might be better. I am. It's old fashioned. It's not. It's only like 600. No, 6,000. They said it was like 6,000 people in the town or something like that. Maybe 5,000 people in the town. So yeah, it's not a big town at all. My phone getting hot. It's not a big town at all. So I'm kind of excited about it because I like the little country. Little small town. And I probably won't be partying and doing none of that stuff, so I'll probably have to leave. And because it'll be close to Cali, maybe I'll go to Cali or somewhere like that. No, I ain't going to Vegas. I was looking at Vegas, but no, I'm not going to Vegas. I don't even want to. Vegas is fun, but it's expensive to live there, so I'm definitely not going to Vegas. But yeah, I was like, let me hop back on. Y'all got 8 all the way up. I was like, let me hop on and see what my little friends has got going on. Because I know I just be MIA, y'all. I be having so many like little projects. I had a image in my head of myself not too long ago, and it was like an octopus. Like my hands was just all over the place into everything. And so, yeah, I'm kind of excited though. We'll see how it go. We'll see how it turn out. I want to this year go to the AST conference. I will tell y'all that. Like that's something that I want to experience. I wanted to go last year when it was in Vegas. Why didn't I go in Vegas? I can't remember why I didn't end up going, but I'm definitely gonna be there this year. So hopefully I'll get to see some of y'all there. So when you go back to work, DC? Oh wait a minute, so the 3 of us ain't doing nothing, just chopping it up. Yeah, I ain't got a whole lot going on. I really need to go and let my puppy out because she a little bit much, but she in heat right now, and so my boy dog going ham, like, so I gotta keep them apart because yeah, he be doing the most, and so he outside crying right now. But yeah, so what y'all got going on? DC, you said wasn't the Vegas one canceled? So I had just, y'all, I be online searching on YouTube, searching to see who posts about surgical tech. And so Surgical Tech Tips had a video a couple months ago about, I think he went, yeah, he was talking about the CEUs and the speakers and the comedian or whatever. So I don't think it was canceled. I think that might have been from 2020 that they canceled it when we was in the middle of like the beginning part of the pandemic. But I think for last year, yeah, people were still going because I had somebody else ask me if I was coming. But I'm gonna go to the one this year. Hopefully it's in Orlando. That'll be great. But I'll go wherever it is. Ain't no big deal. Just to kind of mingle. Y'all, I be drinking this. Y'all be drinking this. This is kombucha. Y'all be drinking this. This is good. It be giving me like a boost. He's cool, but I think he's a goody two shoes. Yeah, he might be a good. I don't know. I watch him, but I used to watch him a lot more back in the day. But I had just searched YouTube surgical techs, because it be all kind of different people on here talking about they experience. Like I seen one girl, it's called, I think, the surgical tech geek or guru or something like that, and then it's another one for the love of surgery, and then Paris Creations. I don't know if he posted anything recently, but I just be looking, and there was another girl I was watching, so I just be watching to see what's out there. And so he had posted that he had went to the AST conference in Vegas. So I just kind of glanced. I didn't watch the whole video. I just listened to what he was saying, but I don't know if he'll get to choose. I mean, he might have a doctor complex too. Who knows? Like, I don't really care. We ain't like, I just be listening to him. See, sometimes you just listen to people get the message and keep it pushing. And I just be trying to see what he have going on. But he don't post like that. But he used to. Who y'all watching? DC, you should do you a channel. Why you ain't posting? Letting us get some insight in on what you got going on in the world, in these surgical tech streets. Y'all really should be drinking something like this. It's kind of strong. I ain't gonna lie. It's a little bitter, a little tart, but it give me like a boost of energy. It be giving me a boost of energy. That says got B12 in it. I think that's what be setting my like it give me that little boost. It's a fermented tea. Oh, maybe you can't drink this at work because it does say it has uh all in it. But anyway, let me see. It's very important for us to link to each other. Wait, hold on. It's very important for us to link with each other. I have texts I've met. I'm traveling in 20 years. That I call and I need to get information. Yeah, no, definitely. I think you should do a video. I think you should do YouTube as well. Like, you definitely should do a YouTube channel. I think anybody that is on a specific journey, because like even watching my videos, I'm pretty sure people be like, 1 minute she doing business and the next minute she back in the OR. But I still do business. Like I do both, but I really would prefer to just only make my money, through investments and things like that. But in order for me to buy this house, like I got to go take a contract to get it how I want it, and so to get the amount and the rate of pay that interest rate that I'm trying to get on the house. So I'm gonna take a contract, go learn something, make some money. Excuse me, if I did YouTube, they wouldn't allow me to work in this. You just gotta be careful. Like, I mean, shit, you really can say what you want to. It just depends on, like, I don't know. Shit, do you care? I care, but at the same time, like, if you got other income, then it don't really matter, what other people got to say. And as long as, too, if you're not out here, like, exposing specific people or hospital policies and things like that, yeah, I think if you're mindful of it, then you'll be good. But I think I be trying to keep it 100 with y'all. I don't be trying to like candy coat, sugar coat, and then I be just trying to share my experience with the community. If somebody think about coming into this field or if they have some questions about it. But going from surgical tech to first assist, like this travel, that pay was a big difference. Like it did some. I get surgical tech students. I be at the bad table whispering to them. Don't be fucking them kids up. Like, don't be around there like what it is when you be putting don't be telling them, I was gonna say brainwashing, but that's not what I'm looking for. Don't be telling them kids, talking shit. But I think, at the end of the day, as long as you keeping it, I just think you can just keep it honest with people. That's more and authentic. Like people appreciate that more than you just like feeding them some BS. Now, don't get them in trouble and things like that. But that's the key. You bet. Hold on, y'all. Hang on. Let me mommy real quick. Sorry, y'all. My teenager. I have a whole teenager. Oh my god. I got a whole teenager, y'all. Somebody almost ran into this like thing right here. I got a whole teenager, y'all. Like, and he homeschooled, so he's supposed to be in there doing classwork. What you say? I give them the real, yeah, but I have to whisper because telling them the truth is frowned upon. Yeah, I think it just depends on how you tell them. But you can tell people, I think being honest is the best. Like, don't be lying to people, especially like when they new. But then too, you don't want to be like telling like negative about certain things. Thank y'all for the likes. Don't be negative, bringing like a negative energy, but still like keeping it 100. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't think it's nothing wrong with that. Because I want somebody to tell me the truth. And like when I guess my experience was a little different because I was in the military and they was just like, I was in the military and then most of the docs was orthopedic docs. So they was, that was a little interesting. But for the most part, my experience was a little bit different. I ain't gonna lie. But when I meet people now, like when I get students or if I have someone that I'm training or whatever, I just tell them the truth and then without the negativity, I guess, like without trying to sway them or bring them down. I had to explain why certain items are counted and some are not. Yeah, yeah, that's cool though that you're training. Like I really enjoy teaching, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, who else in here since DC? It's like 5 or 6 other people. I guess they coming in and out. I can't really tell because my numbers are doing all kind of stuff. But y'all can talk to us too. Y'all can if you got any questions. Oh my god, that was. If y'all have any questions, like make sure you ask because I don't really know. I'm just talking right now. I ain't even lying. Just running my mouth. But yeah, so I'll let y'all know about where I'm going and all that stuff later. I just got to figure out how to present it to y'all because, like I said, I'm gonna be in a small town. I don't be wanting nobody to be acting up or saying nothing or none of that. Sometimes items aren't counted because at the facility no one has left. Hey, you stupid, DC. That is not why we counting. Hey, Miss Empress Energy, how you doing? You in Delaware about to start in Pennsylvania. You on a contract? It's cold. You finna go to Pennsylvania, Gray. It's cold up there. Like, oh my God, it being cold. Y'all, look, let me tell y'all how simple I am. And I love me so, but check me out. So I was talking to the director in the area where I'm going. I'm thinking like it's hot, right? Because I'm like it's in the south still. It's kind of like in the south, but it's on the west coast. So I'm like, yeah, I'm so glad it's not up north. Honey, when she was just like, it's snow here and all type of stuff, I was like, excuse me, snow who where? For who, huh? Like, I was so not feeling it. But, it can't, everything ain't gonna be perfect. They was already offering, like, most of the stuff that I was looking for, but honey, that temperature, like, I ain't with it. What's up, Tash? You supposed to be working, girl. I gotta call you. I was just thinking about you not too long ago, like 2 days ago. No contract, plastics. Versus his child is cold. I'm trying to tell. I ain't with the cold. Look, I'm sweating right now. Like I would, like yeah, under like your bra area, like yeah, your girl's sweaty right now, and so I just don't know what to do with this cold weather. Like, girl, I be missing you. Don't be acting like that, cause I be missing you. I'm gonna have to call. We really need to talk, cause I'm finna leave. Tasha. You probably missed the beginning of the video, but I'm about to leave on the contract here in the next couple weeks. So I was trying to come to Gainesville, but they ain't trying to have you, girl. They wanted me to get vaccinated, and I was like, I got this exemption for y'all ass if that's what you want. But yeah, Gainesville went rocking with me. They want me to go get the jab. And I was like, not for no job play, girl. But I do have, like, in Florida, I don't know if y'all have this in y'all states, but in Florida we have a religious and medical exemption form that they give us that you can download from the Florida Department of Health, and you can submit that. Some we will talk about this because I didn't get vaccinated, and I don't care how y'all feel about it, so be careful what you say to me. Oh yeah, they should allow you to. That's what I was saying. Like how in Florida we got this exemption, and then they not letting me, but some of the facilities not accepting it. They're not accepting the exemption, so I can only go where they're gonna let me, you know, be exempt. But it's a list of states that they have that offer, you know, the religious or medical exemption, and so um the place that I'm going, they do offer that, and so she just said I have to get weekly COVID tests. But y'all was trying to come to Gainesville. I was trying to go to Tampa. I was finna go to Miami. Like I had applied to so many places, and they was just not calling me back. But you know, when it don't be for you, it don't be for you. And I was just like, dang, I want to stay close to home. You know, dang, I want to be able to travel back and forth to the house to check on the house. But it didn't work out like that. And so now I'm finna take off and go to the other side of the country. Do you think facilities will increase the pay to keep employees from traveling? I got my cert to travel, and the money is the contracts they want the vaccines. Yeah. Okay. So DC, to answer your question, it said, do you think the facilities will increase the pay to keep employees from traveling? So I do know a couple of staff nurses here. I don't really know about too many staff surgical techs right now. Most of my friends travel. So most of my surgical tech friends travel. Let me say it like that. But I do know that some of the nurses are getting paid like bonuses to take shifts. And then I was talking to Paris Creations a couple weeks ago, and he was saying how at one of the facilities he was at, they was also paying the staff, you know, bonuses to take shifts. So I think they're gonna have to increase the pay to keep people. That's the first thing, because you got a shortage of medical professionals. So whoever at work, they getting ran down because it ain't enough staff. So they're gonna have to increase the pay for that, and then they're gonna keep bringing in travelers because ain't nobody working. Ain't nobody trying to really work. I got my cert. Wait a minute, I gotta get my cert to travel. The money is them contracts. Yeah, they want them vaccines. Yeah, I ain't I'm not here to. We could talk about the vaccine, but let me just tell you how I am, y'all. I don't wear deodorant like that. Like, I'm not a really medical person. I don't really not medical, but I don't really do certain things. So I don't get the regular flu shot. I don't put lotion on my skin anymore. I don't take birth control. So that all lines up with me just trying to keep a more natural. Like, I don't stink, but I don't be wearing deodorant, y'all. Like, I be using shea butter and lemon. And then if I in the OR, I might have to start putting on a different type of deodorant, because I'll be like, sweating and shit. But shut up, this. I don't be wearing deodorant. I don't be wearing deodorant. I'll put I got on olive oil on my skin right now. It's just certain things I just been trying to do to be better, and so yeah. Let me see. Hold on. Let me go back. But I ain't starting to know what them vaccines like. I forgot getting out of the military. Like, ain't nobody finna just force me to get nothing. Like, I was forced to do enough in the military. Yeah, that's what they about to do here at the VA for employees. They opt out of the vaccine. Yeah, we are in Florida. They already have the form, so I'm not sure why some of these hospitals is acting like you got to have the vaccine. That's my. Also, a friend of mine was in Miami. She loved it. Yeah, I was finna go to Miami. Miami, I think, was a labor and delivery video. Frozen and spinning. Yeah, my bad. I had lost. My phone had died, and so I'm bad though. You gotta resume where I was at. But yeah, Miami. I was trying to get to Miami. Also, is travelers gonna go down eventually? I don't think it's gonna go down no time soon. I was thinking that too, is the pay, once people start getting back into the game, is the pay gonna go down? But I think they're gonna have to kind of keep it at a certain rate right now, because nobody wants to go to work. And then you gotta think, if you do go to work, if it's short staff, you finna be working. So I can't say that I think it's gonna go down no time soon, because I don't think that. I think it's gonna stay where it's at. It might go up, but I don't know. We rich. He's rich. I'm rich, bitch. I know. We'll try. I just connected my Wi-Fi. I don't know if that's gonna mess us up, you guys. So I do apologize in advance. If it does, it look like it's probably not gonna let me. Is it still doing it? Like I'm froze. Let me disconnect it and see y'all comments. Oh, here you go. Hey Kiara. Hey Jake. Hold on, wait a minute. It said, hey Kiara, as soon as you started talking about the right. Right, no, you right. Right, that part. And it's still acting funny. Like, come on, YouTube. That's true though. My phone. YouTube don't want me to play with them. They like, you ain't finna be talking that shit. It's better. I don't know what's wrong with it, y'all. Like, it just froze me all the way up. YouTube playing games to me. Cancel. Hold on, y'all. Let me get the. Is that, there we go. Okay. Yeah, right, Jake. Like, they like, you ain't finna be talking that mess on here, talking about opting out, girl. But yeah, so okay, here we go. I hope that works, cause it's just. And then y'all, like, I got Comcast, like Xfinity, whoever. I'm so irritated with them. My internet just be. You gotta get your mask. I've been wearing masks my whole since I've been so years old. Like, it's just funny seeing people with their masks on. Like, it's just weird because I remember thinking, when I was in the operating room, I couldn't get off work so I could like take my mask off, and now like it's just a part of our normal life to have masks. Here in Florida, it's not required for you to go into the store and mask anymore, but depending on what store I go to, I still wear my mask. Like, if there's a whole bunch of people in there, yeah, I'm wearing my mask. But if you like me and you kind of trying to have more of a like natural approach to life, and you don't necessarily want to have a vaccine, and or if you, because we can opt out of, you can opt out of all of, most you have to have titers and stuff too. I know like MMR and stuff like that, they require me to have titers, but I worked all day in surgery. When I walk out, I don't want to wear a mask. Pass by everyone with a mask, like I'm a boss. And so, yeah, the people in Florida is a little bit different. I'm not gonna lie, but I am careful going to large crowds and things like that, cause yeah. And then too, I be knowing people that done had that done had COVID and still walk around sick, and not, yeah. So I'm just trying to be a little bit safe, but yeah, y'all. They was not trying to have me talk about that shit at all. That's funny. Everybody even was out. I'm surprised like people was really like available during the day to come chat. I'm glad y'all chatted in. Like, I kind of miss our little chit chats. I gotta do better, y'all. I ain't gonna say busy. I just really be having a lot going on. Like I say, but it don't make no difference because I can still make time to just chat with y'all. It's easier for me to go live than it is to record a video. But the next videos, so I asked y'all if y'all wanted to see more financial videos versus the surgical tech versus the other medical profession videos. So what I did, I started writing blog posts on it, and so my plan is to finish writing a couple more blog posts and then make the videos around the blog posts. That's pretty much what's why I haven't posted anything as far as those videos go. Girl, what happened to the Play-Doh red and the blue girl? Who is that? What you talking about? What happened to the is Play-Doh red or blue girl? What you talking about? Is Play-Doh? It's Play-Doh red. See how? Look, I don't know what you talking about. Y'all, we gonna have to all y'all gonna have to, if you already like a scrub tag or a first assist or whatever, y'all, we gonna have to meet up at the AST convention or the AST conference this year. See where it's at. I didn't look. I don't know. I haven't looked. I'm pretty sure they already have it posted on the website where it's gonna be at. But I'm definitely gonna be there, and I would love to meet y'all. Like, I think that'd be fun. The one girl in your chat was, oh, you talking about dang, I remember that. Dang, Ariel. I think it was Ariel, right? DC, you so crazy. Yeah, that was Ariel. Right? I blocked about you and wondering where you was. Over here trying to get my shit together. I was just playing. I I really just been here. Honestly, y'all, I really work a lot. And so I be working on like really on my websites is what take up a lot of my time because I write a lot of content, and then I've been playing with different ads. While I'm at home, I do hair as well, so I be doing like hair and trying to get my hair website up. And well, the website is up, but I don't know, something ended up happening and some of my articles went to, excuse me, page 2 and 3, and so I just have been working on that. And just really, because how I see the websites, y'all, like I look at websites like how people look at property, but it's kind of like a hobby. I don't want to call it a hobby because it's really not a hobby for me. Like, I really do sit around and I come up with a domain name that is based around a topic or interest or hobby that I already have. So I started a whole nother, like a couple of other websites, and really that just be because the building the website don't take it's the time. It's putting the content on, like the articles, and most of my articles are over 1,200 words, and so then it's research to go in there. So that's really what I spent a lot of my time on, you guys. And then because I hadn't been in the OR, like I kind of like, not that this channel didn't mean as much to me, but it kind of had to take a back. It took a back seat. But even through all of that, I was still studying. Before December, I was still studying for my first assist exam and everything. So I knew that once I passed the first assist exam, it would have been a good chance of me taking a contract. And so we finna take a contract, and I knew that I would have more content for you guys then. But I'm still gonna be posting the medical, other medical professions versus the surgical tech profession, just so y'all can have, like, for the people who aren't techs, or who, because I have a lot of people that watch these videos that are considering being surgical techs, or they might be looking for information on traveling. So, or not traveling, excuse me, surgical, yeah, traveling, it's contracts and surgical techs career. I never wanted to be a first assistant. I want to travel. You want to travel as a sterile processor. They don't make as much money. Z-Man. Oh, that's Zai. Look, Zai, if your thing didn't come up like that the last time, like your little picture just showed up. Nah, as a sterile processor, like, it's nothing wrong with that, but okay, so I have Medley on my like I have a Medley account or whatever you want to call it. Wait, my earpiece just picked up. Hold on, y'all. I hope y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Hold on, my earpiece just picked up. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, they make as much. Not hearing people attitude. No, DC, they don't make as much. Hold on. Did I disconnect it? Sorry, guys. I hope y'all can hear me. Can y'all tell me if y'all can hear me? Oh, okay. It's showing my earpiece connected, but it shouldn't be. Thank you, Tasha. Yeah. No, it's traveling. So, okay, that's what I was trying to say. I got Medley, a Medley profile, and so they actually put me in their system as a surgical tech and a sterile processing tech. And I was looking at some of the contracts because they let you do per diem as well. And so I was looking at some of the things, and they don't make enough money. Like, I ain't going down. Can't be a manager. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's definitely true. The stress and yeah, cause yeah, and then not having to deal with the attitudes. But let me tell you what I was thinking. I think if you get paid enough money, no people attitudes ain't gonna mean a damn thing. Like I ain't gonna be giving a damn about that, especially on payday. Like run me my money. I ain't worried about no people attitudes. Cause you gotta think too. Like if it's bad, obviously, you know, and I will just have to address it. But me, I'm looking at it like I don't care about them people. I'm coming. I have a whole mission. Like it's a purpose for me going there, and my purpose is bigger than their attitude. And then too, like I'm a whole energy person, so I'm gonna go in there hopefully, and my energy will be high enough to, you know, to be able to like maybe not bring their energy up, but to block their negativity. Like that's what the play is. I wrote Medley a couple of times. Yeah, they offer. I don't know if you know this now, but they have actual contracts now. DC, not just the per diem. They actually let you take a full 13-week contract. They process that recruiter. I'm not gonna get no names, but that process, I was so annoyed. I was just like, oh, she getting on my nerves. I've been at home practicing being a manager. You're so stupid. He's talking about if you come in my office to tell on someone I'm writing you up, now get your butt back to work. Right. That's what it should be. Like, don't come in here telling unless like it's some type of workplace violence or, you know, harassment, then we can talk about that. And even then, yeah, like don't be in here snitching. Like I told my son, snitches get stitches. I be telling him that all the time. He be trying to tell my mama what I be that did, and I'm like, snitches get stitches. Don't play with me, boy. I come from a different, like I come from a different type of time. You don't be telling on nobody get beat up. But yeah, so what I was saying, I got completely sidetracked, y'all. Like these, oh yeah, with Medley. So they got contracts now, and the process was it was actually fairly easy to apply to them, and then somebody calls you and take in your like it's like a phone interview, and then when you do the phone interview, then you can go and finish filling out your profile. But the thing is, you still got to have a recruiter submit you. So I'm applying to all these things, and she like. And this way, it's so irritating because some of the recruiters don't know, like they're not a medical person, they haven't worked like in a medical facility before, so they be like, oh, we need to put, you know, every work gap, and I'm like, well, if you talking to travelers, it's gonna always be work gaps in between contracts. So you want me to go in and fill in all the gaps and all, like I was just so over it, y'all. I was just so over it. I'm more satisfied Karen than I am being a manager. You're so crazy. Yeah, get them bitches out of there. Karen and Kevin is, like Ken, whoever it is, like whatever the male version of it is, because there's some of them out there too. But I ain't worried about them. Like at this point, I'm finna buy this house and I ain't studying them. And 13 weeks at the minimum, I could deal with 13 weeks. The play is to go for 13 weeks and possibly extend a little bit longer. Because my contract, how it's set up now, if they get everything done, because y'all know sometimes like my recruiter, it's so crazy because these recruiters, like they be doing the best they can, I guess, but my recruiter recently just got sick, so he is recovering, and so it seemed like it slowed everything down, which because I believe, you know, that the universe works in my favor. I'm thinking the universe, you know, I ain't gonna say the universe got my recruiter sick because that ain't what I'm putting out there, but my recruiter got sick. And so now it might delay my travel, but I really wanted it to be pushed back to the second week of March. And so it might end up working out in my favor. But in that case, that means my contract won't end until June, right? And so I want to be home by July. What's your voice phase? And I don't know if it's just my phone. It's y'all can am I coming in and out? What is your voice phase? And I don't know. It's just my phone. It could be. It could be. Hey, let's talk about bad travel companies. Oh, I'm gonna say this because it don't be the company. It could be the recruiters. But yeah, the recruiters, like I told y'all, I don't know if y'all caught some of the stuff earlier, what I was saying. I had a recruiter And the only reason I ended up going to her was because that was who the facility called me and asked me if I could come back. But I wasn't with the company who I was with. I had like they not with that facility no more. So she was asking me who was I with, who else was I with as far as a contract, and I was like nobody. Who do y'all have? So she sent me over the person's information, and y'all like she just kind of dropped the ball. And honestly, had she did what she was supposed to do, I probably would have been in California right now, making a whole lot less. But I would have already, like, the contract in California, it was a lot less, but I would have already known, the people and everything. So it would have been easy, and it would have been 36 hours. It would have been easy. It would have been easy money. And so you better leave my baby. You talk about Braylon? Girl, he a whole mess. That little 13. He a whole teenager in here, girl. With a little mustache coming in, like stinking everything. I don't know why y'all boys be like, why men be little stinky little boys? I guess girls be stinking too. Let me not. My thing just froze. Y'all, I don't know. Well, I'm having all type of technical difficulties today. Oh, there you go. But yeah, so the girl ended up dropping the ball. And so this was like 2 weeks ago, right? Maybe 3. I called her. I let her know, like, hey, the facility already, they want me to come, blah, 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 blah. Now, we was talking about the pay because the pay was trash. The manager knew the pay was trash, and I told her, but I was like, because it's easy, da, da, da. I know them and everything. I was, you so crazy. I miss y'all too. That's why I was sitting here thinking today. Like I had been, I was on the phone with my homegirl, and then I talked to my homegirl for a little while, and I was like, damn, I want to talk to my, like, where my surgical tech people at? Shit, I'm about a large these days, boy. All this shit. I'm a couple pounds. Yeah, I guess a medium might be all right. We can hide some of this little fluff I don't put on. I ain't mad at it though. You know. The boys say they like it with a little curves. That's what they say. The men. I shouldn't say boys. I like men. But yeah, yes, Zaya. To answer your question, I'm being silly. But yeah, your girl, I mean, I ain't gonna show y'all. I ain't gonna do y'all like that because y'all gonna be like, whoa. But yeah, man, I'm trying to tell you. This thing something serious. She not no lie. She medium. Whatever. Let me be thick. Let me be thick, DC. Don't be hating on my thickness. In the South, you gotta have some curves, or the boys don't be looking at you. They just look past you. And all these women with these BBLs and all type of shit going on, I had to get a little curvage. I'm just being silly, y'all. This just from eating. I've been eating good. I've been really eating a lot of steak lately. I've been wanting steak. I don't know why it's that, but I've been eating steak. But you mean, I'm telling you, DC, like, man, my clothes ain't fitting. That's why I'm in spandex right now, because ain't none of my clothes fitting. I got a little rollage over here, like, this that over 35. This that over 35 weight they was telling me that was gonna come. It's coming. But I ain't mad at it. I don't mind, like, I don't mind the weight. I don't mind the weight at all. But yeah, Zayef, like, I'm good with a small. I'm good with a small. I mean, not a small, excuse me. I'm good with a medium. I'm good with me. Oh, I got to get you an address on that. I can't give you this one. I do have a P.O. box. I got to get my P.O. box address. I don't even know what it is, honestly. You see, Tasha, wait until you see these things. You're going to be like, where that came from? She a little thick. Girl, it's you and me both, girl, bent down. I was like, oh, my back hurt. Ray was laughing at me like... I still be trying, like, really, I started kind of working out. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I still walk, though. Like, I do a lot of walking, but I, I ain't been doing, like, no push-ups and sit-ups and none of that. And I just been eating what I want to. And really, I don't know if it's the food, y'all. It might be the wine, because I really started drinking. Like, I probably drank, like, 2 glasses of wine. Maybe every other day or maybe every day, depending on how the week go. Like, depending on what I have going on. But I think the sugar, I think that's what my body is starting to, like, hang on to, is the sugar. Like, I don't think I'm processing it. like as fast as I used to. So me eating junk food is just out the picture. But yeah, man, y'all love when you get over 30, like you be over 30. At this point, we closer to 40 than 35. But when who counting? Like who counting? Who counting? We'll be 40 in a minute. But it's all good, you know. And I have to tell people this, like, let me tell y'all this, especially if y'all young on here. Don't come for people that's getting older, because I know a lot of people that did make it to 35, 39, you know. So be thankful that you are still on this earth at whatever age it is. And my idea, I want to be an old lady. Like, I want to be an old lady sitting on my porch with my long locks, my grandkids running around. You turn 35, you ain't old. Yeah, 35 ain't old. Shit, 45 ain't really old, honestly. I don't think that's old. I guess because I'm getting older, like I'm pushing where old is back. But I don't think old is old unless you act old. Like, that's how I feel about it. Like, old is a mindset. Like, if you start acting like you know. I was listening to this book, y'all. It's called, I think it's called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. I think that's how you say it. But in the book, it's a story, and that might not even be the book. But in the book that I'm thinking about, it's a story, and the man was saying how his grandma was always talking about she gonna be gone, and she was like in her 70s, and the lady, and she like, yeah, I'm not gonna be here that much longer. I'm not gonna be here that much longer, and then the lady ended up living until she was like 90-something years old, and so, you know, the story of the book was like, you know, you never know when you're gonna die, so just enjoy it. I want to try. You want to try be like old girl from Baby Boy. Wonder who put the wig on. Shit, I'ma know who put the wig in my garden, and I ain't gonna even need to wonder. I'm saying, if I'm, yeah, shit, I ain't gonna need to know. I know who. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go buy me some, get me some land in the state that allow you to grow it. But right now, I mean, I don't grow no weed, but I wish I could. California, now I was working with a nurse in California, and he grew his own, and I thought that was kind of dope. Like, you know, he had a garden too. Like, he had tomatoes and everything, black eyed peas. He pretty much was like, and he was like me, but he was older white man. He was single though. Like, he had no kids, so he lived like a really bachelor type life. He the cartel. He was cool. Like, he had all his white hair. Like, oh, he was like an older white man. He was a tech before, so he was telling me I needed to go be a nurse. And I was like, man, I'm not going to school. Like, I ain't, unless somebody finna pay for it, I ain't paying no people to, like, I don't want to go. I really don't. I say that I don't want to go to school, but then I was thinking, because Miami-Dade, it's a community college in Miami. It's Miami-Dade Community. I think it's Miami-Dade Community College. I think that's what it's called. But they offer a PA program that's 2 years. If I was to go back to school, I don't know if I would go back to nursing school. I think I would go if the program was still 2 years, because they have a 2-year PA program. So if I was to go to school for 2 years, I would go to school for that for 2 years versus being a nurse. I don't have anything against nursing. I just don't want to, like, nurse. I don't want to do like that kind of patient care. I like being in the operating room. Like, that's what I like. I don't want my patients to be complaining and stuff and hurting and stuff. No, no need for school. We already rich, right? DC, right? Already rich, bitch. Nah, that's funny. I'm excited though, y'all. Like, I ain't gonna even lie, like, super excited. Anxious. I am a little bit worried because I don't know some of the stuff. Like, I know I'm finna go in there and have to learn, like, that totals and all that stuff. Like, and then I'm not looking forward to wearing lead all day. But so I'll be doing ortho, GYN, or ortho, labor and delivery. What she said? Ortho, labor and delivery, general, plastics. And then if they need help with scrubbing, then maybe like some urology, some terps and things like that. And so, what's y'all favorite service for anybody on here that scrub? Like, or that used to scrub even. Like, what would y'all favorite services be? My favorite service is definitely plastics. I like ortho as well because I can see, like, I don't know, I like seeing how to put the bone together. I like that. I like the plates and the screws and the nail. Like, I remember the first time I had a drill in my hand, how like powerful I felt with that drill. So I like that type of stuff. It even made me like having a drill like in the OR made me like want to learn how to like have certain tools at home. So I think I'll be all right with ortho, as far as that go. But my favorite is definitely plastics because I like to see the transformation from one thing to the other. So I like that. I don't really care for bowel cases. Like, I be so worried about contamination and all that stuff. Like, it's just so stressful to me. I don't really like that. But you know, I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I don't, some people like to be in quick cases, but I prefer a longer case because them quick cases to me, they be burning me out. Like, I don't want to be burning. Okay, ortho, L&D, how do this even this girl, they want this girl to be, what is it, they want you to be a yes girl. No, I think they just need help. And because, like I say, where the facility is, it's in the middle of nowhere. So they need somebody that's going to be able to come in. Y'all, look at this little bug. Come here. What you is? Oh, it's like turquoise. Hold on. I hope it don't bite me. Come here. Look. What that is. Y'all can see him? Trying to see if I can focus in on him. Let me let him go before I kill him. I don't know what kind of bug that is. Look. Hold on. I'm trying to show y'all. Alright. Get off. Okay. My bad, y'all. I do be doing weird shit like that. Y'all know I like to be outside. Look, I don't mind touching stuff, but my son, he be like, oh, mom, no. If you don't put that look, I don't even gonna play about no fleas. Like, that shit, that is terrible. If y'all ever have y'all, when I moved in this house, I only had one dog at the time, and she ain't have fleas. Like, you know, she was spoiled rotten. Like, I was taking her she go to the vet, she got her flea medicine, she get embarrassed on a regular. I promise y'all, when we moved in, I guess I found out later that the lady who was living here before had like a whole bunch of cats. And so the house they had fixed, but they didn't exterminate or whatever the backyard. And y'all, it was fleas every fucking well. It was fleas in the house, it was fleas in the car. It was like, that was the worst. I couldn't sleep. Oh my God, y'all, that was like the worst experience ever. Like, I don't fuck with fleas. I got mad respect for them. Like, y'all say y'all ass over there, so I ain't trying to deal with it. But my dogs, I don't really let them stay outside like that no more because of the fleas. But we did have to have somebody come in and like the pest control, and they had to like do something about that. And so we got it under control. But I do know that leaving my dogs outside ain't it. And so now I do have one outside though, but like I was saying earlier, my puppy, she ain't heat, so I'm trying to keep them separate so she don't. I hope she ain't already done got, like, I hope he already got her pregnant, but y'all, she ain't old enough to be around her pregnant, but she might be. I hope not. But that dog, I had never really had two animals, a boy and a girl dog in the house, and the girl, like, neither one of them was fixed. And so this is my first time, and y'all, like, I was like, oh my God, he losing his freaking mind. Like, he going crazy. He in here crying. Like, he just crying. Like, I'm thinking it's her. Like, it's him. He just crying and crying and crying and crying. Crying and crying. Yeah, they had to come. The pest control people had to come. I haven't had no problem with no fleas, especially since I had on chickens back there, because my chickens see everything, y'all. Like, my chickens do not play no game. No bugs don't last in that backyard. Like, a bug ain't gonna make it. That's, like, not gonna happen. I got this puppy. She ended up killing one of the damn chickens. Like, y'all got to go check out my other channel too. Go check out, if you're not already, my gardening channel. It's My Jack's Garden. MyJaxGarden. My Jack's Garden. And then I started another channel too. I don't know exactly. I'm thinking it's gonna be more like a mindset kind of channel. Like that's because it's just I needed somewhere to kind of data dump like how I've been thinking. So one of the biggest things that I've been working on is reprogramming myself, my mind, just trying to deprogram some of the stuff that doesn't benefit me. And so I needed a channel for that. But I don't know if I want y'all to go check that channel out yet. So don't worry about that. But you can go check my gardening channel out and you can see what I got going on over there. Because, you know, this channel I used to post, excuse me, y'all, I used to post gardening stuff on here. I keep burping because of this kombucha tea, this fermented tea I keep drinking. It's carbonated, but y'all might not like this. It's good, though. Woo. Anyways, let's see. The best advice that I have, the best advice you ever got from working in the OR. The best advice. That's a good question, DC. I ain't gonna even lie. The best advice that I done got, right? That I've received. What's the best advice you ever got from working in the OR? You know what I realized? I don't know if it's advice, but it's something that I observed was I used to think doctors was rich. And I'm not saying that they, like some of them aren't, but I used to think they were rich. And I realized that doctors are self-employed, right? So it's a different, like rich people, now that I'm learning what rich and wealthy people do for money, like I look at doctors different. But I remember one time this one doctor, he came in and he was like, I guess I realized that they really didn't know as much as I thought they knew as far as about wealth, not so much about the human anatomy and that surgery or whatever procedure we was doing. But I kind of realized that they just didn't know. And he said one day, this one doctor, he was like, you need to buy a house. A house is an asset. That's what he was like. He was like, you need to buy a house. A house is an asset, right? And so at that time, I understood what he was saying, but I knew that a house wasn't an asset unless the amount, if the mortgage is not paid off, then it's not an asset. And then even if it is paid off, if you're not bringing in any type of cash flow from that house, then it will be still considered a liability because you got to maintain the house and stuff. And so I remember just talking to different doctors during procedures about different business strategies and like investment stuff. The stuff that I be out here talking to y'all about, I was talking to them about it too, and they just, some of them really just don't be knowing. I had a neurosurgeon that told me I made more than him. Let me tell you, his numbers probably are bigger than yours, but it probably balanced out. That's probably what he was saying. Like, he might bring in a couple $100,000, you know, whatever, a year, but he got to pay, you know, malpractice. And then if he like with a group, you have to pay to be a part of that group. You got to pay to work at the, you know, for time to do your case at the facility. It's a lot of money. They got the amount of student loan debt alone. My God, it's crazy. Like, I remember talking to a surgeon one time. He was a general surgeon, Dr. McDuffie. Tasha, is Tasha still in here? McDuffie. What was his name? I think it was Dr. McDuffie. Damn, what was that man's name? Anyways, it was he was a general surgeon in Beaufort, South Carolina. He was like one of the only civilian doctors at this hospital, because I was in the military at the time. And so I remember talking to him, and he was telling me he had been practicing for 5 years, and for the first 5 years he only was able to bring in $30,000 after his student loan debt. So yeah, that's one thing that I just had to learn. Like, don't be getting in all this student loan debt. Be careful with that. If you wasn't a surgeon's tech, what would you do? I mean, probably everything that I do now, because like I'm not just a surgical tech. Like, I wouldn't know. When I talk to people, like, I'm not just one thing. I am a surgical tech. It would still be like this though. It would still be like me being a cosmetologist as well, me being a licensed life insurance as well, me building out websites and everything as well. Like, I still like all of those. Like, I like different things, and so I just try different things. And then I'll create a way around it to earn income. Like right now, if I could go back and pick, or if I knew what I know now back in the day, I would start learning more about investing way before I started worried about a career or a profession. Because how I see things now is I want the money that I create and that I bring in, that I earn, however you want to say it, I prefer to earn that money through investing versus a physical exchange of time and money. Like, I don't, this ain't the ideal setup for me, because I feel like I shouldn't be trading my time for money. So that's what I would change. So I can't say that like I don't know what I'll be doing, but I hope that I would just be happy, and then too that it would be sustainable, like or not sustainable, but a career that, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a career that's gonna provide me with some stability as well as flexibility. But surgical tech, I guess it can be flexible. Like if you're traveling, surgical tech is flexible. It can be a flexible career, but not on the day-to-day aspect of it, because you making so much money that you can take off, a certain amount of months out of the year if you know how to budget. And so I don't know if that answers your question, DC, but it's something like 8 years doing this, and we have I do outside like we are. Well, I think that dogs, for one, I don't think they really. I think they, because you gotta think that it depends on who trained the person. So if they don't have bad experience with techs that don't have the same type of training, then I think that's where you got to go in and kind of establish, yourself, and show who you are and what you know about this procedure. I think you have to almost earn their trust a little bit, and I don't think it's nothing wrong with that, because at the end of the day, like, you working under their license, or you helping them with their patients. So I'm putting all this stress on you today. We need these questions answered. Oh no, I'm here. Shit, I'm game. Like, I hope I'm giving y'all some good damn answers. Like, at the end of the day, I hope it ain't like, I'm make sure I answer the question though, cause I be just talking. You know what I'm saying? I be distracted, not distracted, but the thoughts should be running. Why do docs say? Yeah, I think that's what it is about the doctors and the techs. I think until you can come in and like show what you know, they just hope you know some shit, and they hope that you've been trained well enough to keep up. But especially if like you new to, because some techs do be idiots, like, but some nurses be idiots too, and doctors and stuff. So I think anybody can wear that idiot hat. It depends on the person, but for me, like, I be having all type of confidence in myself, like, and not to be like cocky confidence, but like prepared for the situation kind of confidence. So like what I was saying earlier, I don't know how to do totals and stuff, and I'm finna go learn how to do totals. So it don't make no sense to me to just go in there without preparing it no type of way. So I think a lot of tech, sometimes we don't take the time out to like study extra once we become a surgical tech. Like, it's almost, once you become a tech, then you start researching or even learning different like, let's just say you go to the facility and tomorrow you in a case and you don't know the case, or you're not familiar with the case. Then why not go home and like study for the case, or go home and like research something about the case, or even go to SPD and see if you can get an instrument sheet with the tools that's inside that case. Like, let's just say you need a case that you haven't done before and you don't know the instruments. If you could go to SPD and ask them for a copy of the instrument sheet for that set, so you can kind of in your mind go through what instruments is in the tray, because you might not know all the instruments. Like, it's plenty of trays I've been in. ENT, I never forget, I was in an ENT case, and it's a McCab. Oh God, is it a McCab or a McCobb? Anyways, I can't remember, but I kept confusing what it was, and I didn't know what it was. And it's like an angled scissor. I want to say, not like a POTS, but it's kind of like an angled scissor. And so I didn't know, and really, I was relieving somebody, so I didn't have a chance to like go study up on the case. But I just did my best, and so had I known that I was gonna be in a case like that, I would have went and like reviewed it. So I think when it comes down to the surgeons, they don't really thank you idiots. They just waiting for you to show them that you know some shit. Like you ain't just a dummy. Let me see what else you said. I hope I answered it. Do docs expect you to know the stuff they don't know? I think most docs be wanting you to at least be helpful. Like, so being knowledgeable on the procedure will be a benefit to them. So you can help, help them with the case. But they don't expect you to know what they don't know. Unless, like, because I will say what has happened to me before. I was working with a plastic surgeon, but we was finna do a damn, what is it called? I can't remember what it was, but the way that the lady was sitting, okay, we basically needed to put the lady in stirrups, but he didn't know that, and the circulator, they didn't know. So what he had told them was they knew where we was gonna be operating at, and it was like, damn, I can't think of the name of that procedure, but it's like when we have to go in and remove the skin because the sweat glands is overly, I can't remember what the name of that procedure is, but anyways, I've done it before on the armpits, and then this lady had hers between her like groin area. And the whole point I'm trying to make is the positioning. I had more experience with positioning patients in different positions, like lithotomy, because I worked in GYN. So I could say, let's do stirrups, let's put her in stirrups. And so that's what we did. And I was working with him as a surgical tech first assistant, even though I wasn't certified at the time. And so he went with it. He was like, no, do whatever she said do. And so sometimes we do know, we have more exposure to different procedures than some of the other physicians, but that don't necessarily mean I know more than him. I just got different, I just been exposed to putting patients in this position, even though the position still wasn't the most, like, it wasn't great for two people to be working in, but it was better than what putting her in frog and then trying to like tape her legs. And like, I'm like, that just look like when we get done, she gonna be like having hip issues and all type of stuff. Like, put the lady in some stirrups and let's go from there. But yeah, I wouldn't say they want you to know more than what they know, because they know a lot. And most of them, once they done been around a while, like they kind of, it's I guess they just, I don't know, don't have me lying. I don't know if they want you to know more than them or not. He said, okay, that's enough stress. Tell us about the good things that this career has provided you. Look, DC should be like an interviewer person, right? I like this question. So shit, it's done provided me with a stable career as a single parent. I mean, it wasn't the most ideal career, I would say that, because, I needed a lot of help with my kid, and being in the operating room, you can't answer the phone and stuff like that. But give me like an extreme amount of, like, I pay attention to details now. You know what I'm saying? So that, and then what else I would say that it had provided. Let me make sure I answer the question. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Josh Phillips. The good things too, and just to meeting people, like networking, like my friend Tasha, who be on here, like I met her when I was a surgical tech. I done met a lot of cool people as a surgical tech. Just the people and interacting with people all across the country. I just like meeting people from different backgrounds. I like to eat too, so I be wanting to try different foods. He weird, yeah. I don't know. We got, shit. I know these YouTube streets is real, so that could be a real person or it could not be. I don't know. But yeah, so I think it provided me too, like especially once I started traveling, the flexibility of being home and having like enough money to have made throughout like I can make enough money in 6 months and stay home another 6 months, and then Two, if you trying to, sorry y'all, it's like a bug flying. If you trying to create, build something, like right now I'm building wealth, and I'm building wealth through, oh my God, I killed it. I'm building wealth through different business avenues, but every time I need a certain amount of capital, or I call it capital, I just go back to work. I just go take a contract. And then I look at my contracts as, like, instead of me going to get a loan out, or, I don't need a loan. I can go make enough money to do what I need to do, as a surgical tech, or right now I could do it as a first assistant. I think that he's talking about rich. And he said, you gonna have to go get a shirt and say, we rich, bitch. That's funny. Hell yeah, we rich. And we gonna keep saying that. We rich and wealthy. We bringing that, we manifesting that shit. Like, I'm already a millionaire. I'll never forget. And I don't want to start no shit with nobody, so don't come for me. But I remember talking to my mom one time. And my mom, this when Trump was in office. And so, y'all know, like, let me see how to say this as delicate as possible. So Trump was in office, and my mom, like, we was talking about taxes, and I know I don't want y'all to get mad at me, but I was like, I don't mind, like, I don't mind Trump, because I be reading, like, money making books and business books and stuff, and so, Trump be in the book sometimes, depending on how old the book. Like, if you listen to Robert Kiyosaki, he loved Donald Trump, so I have been listening to Robert Kiyosaki for years, and around this time, people wanted to know how much money Donald Trump, like his taxes. And I was like, he probably ain't paying no taxes. And like, people don't want to hear that, because they like, oh, Americans, we should be paying taxes. Let me tell you something. We ain't worried about no taxes, but my mom was so, like, I was in my head, I'm like, I don't mind him not paying taxes, because he learned how to play the game. But my mom was like, she was upset with me, because she wanted me to be on the team of not rocking with Trump. But I'm looking at him like, I'm rich in my head, so he rich, so rich people don't pay taxes. Like, I wasn't thinking like I'm thinking I'm rich, but I ain't Donald Trump rich. But I'm thinking like I am Donald Trump rich, so I don't want to pay them type. I don't want to pay taxes either, so I ain't mad at him. Like, we ain't paying no tax. We keeping as much money as we can. That's the American way. And they be like, make America great again. Like, drop them taxes, and then on my way up to becoming, like, in the top 2% of wealthy black women, because that's, I'm trying to be, I ain't gonna say the next Oprah, but I'm trying to pass Oprah and Rihanna. Like, yeah, if they can do it, you just got to change your work ethics, because they working hard. And so, but yeah, that's what I got. I don't know who these people is with this, so we about to, y'all finna get blocked, because I don't know what that room shit mean. How do I, hold on y'all, because my phone acting weird, but okay, there you go. I don't know what that means. But anyways, I think too, something else that I got good from surgical tech is too, just being more appreciative of just like my free time. Cause you be at work so much, you be like, I just enjoy being home and just doing like nothing. Like, one of my friends, he be like, you don't do nothing. And I just be like, yeah, I enjoyed it. Because I guess I was gone so much before that. I was just happy to be home and not have to, like, get up and go to work every day, and I could do what I wanted to. And then too, the medical part of it, like just being more knowledgeable on the human anatomy, I think helps, especially when people are hurt around me or they're sick. I have a pretty good understanding of. I was trying to figure out who this man is. Oh, he's turning around. Yeah, I have a pretty good knowledge of how the human body works, and so that's very beneficial. My son, he called me my son feel like he got his own personal doctor, and I be telling him I'm not a doctor. He be like, I know, but you close. So when he be hurt, like he be coming in, be like, am I gonna make it, doc? So I kind of like that. I like the knowledge of having a medical background. I just really do it. Like I do enjoy the surgical tech first assist. Like, I like I can't even speak. Surgical technology. I enjoyed it. I'm trying to see. I don't know why the chat won't stay out so I could like get these people. Sorry for it won't let me block nobody. Oh, I didn't even know I could do all of that. Hold on, y'all. Sorry. Look, you can put the filter on and everything. But I was trying to block these. Like, I don't want them, like, I don't even know what that room shit mean. It won't let me block nobody, y'all. It might be this phone. But anyways, do y'all have any, oh shit. Did anybody have any questions? Y'all, I'm sweating. Y'all see my face like sweating. I'm ready to eat. I'm probably gonna go in here. We gonna have probably gonna have hamburgers and French fries. Y'all made homemade French fries. Y'all be making homemade French fries? My homemade French fries been busting. I just been cutting up the yellow potatoes, seasoning them, putting some flour on them, and frying them. Like I hadn't been making homemade potatoes, so that's what we gonna eat today. Let me see. Since I had no more comments, I hope I answered some stuff for y'all. But yeah, I'm gonna wait a few more minutes and see if y'all have anything else y'all want to talk about. If somebody want to post on DC be taking over the comment section. Y'all can talk too. He not the only one that's talking. DC be taking over the comments. My bad, y'all. Y'all know I stay in Florida, so they be all type of like big trucks running around here. That's kind of loud, but yeah. Let me see. Y'all ain't talking to me, and don't nobody want to say nothing. Don't nobody want to drop. Tell me what, like, if DC still on here, whoever on here, like, what y'all done learn about being a surgical tech or anything like that. Like, have you learned anything from being in the operating room that you can use in your regular life? Because I use a lot of stuff in my regular life from the OR. One thing I do miss about being in the OR, y'all, I ain't gonna even lie, is the towels. I ran out of towels. I used my last little blue towel a couple of days ago. I was like, dang, it's definitely time to go back. The towels, and then like gloves, y'all. Like I hadn't had to buy gloves because I be doing hair, right? And so I did a relax. I be doing relaxes in color, and then I had to put some gloves on me. I had to buy some gloves. I was like, dang. I had a stash of gloves for years from the operating room that I never had to buy, gloves. Do they think they trolling you talking about some room need to room me a good food stamp, a good stamp card? Okay, a food stamp card. I wish I could get some food stamps. They ain't giving. They like, no ma'am, absolutely not. I'm find somebody to buy some from. Buy my food stamps. I buy some food stamps to go put and buy some plants with my food stamp. My food stamps, cause you can buy plants and vegetables and stuff. I got to make a video on my garden because we got hit with a frost not too long ago, so a lot of my stuff ended up dying. So I'll probably post that. But yeah, that's why I like food stamps on DC, because I could buy garden and stuff, but they won't give me no food stamps. Some people like, girl, no. Yeah, it won't let me like block them. Like, what is that about? It must be this phone. Let me see. What else I could tell y'all? I mean, that's really it. I don't got nothing unless y'all got something that y'all want to share with the people. Anybody got something they want to share besides DC? DC, when your birthday? What your sign is? He got to be like a Leo or Sagittarius or some shit. Why she say something else? I think DC might be a Leo. Alright, y'all, so y'all ain't gonna talk. Y'all know I be wanting to talk. Like, talk back to me. Like, don't just be in the stream. Unless y'all at work. I know people be at work too, so I ain't coming for y'all. I wanna try to delete, like, let me delete it. But yeah, so we gonna be going on a little travel assignment. Y'all gonna, I don't know if I'm a drive yet. Like that's something that you two have to kind of, when you take a travel assignment, it's something I probably ain't never talked about. But you got to you know, depending on where the assignment is, you got to get there. They do reimburse you depending on like how the contract's set up. Like they might reimburse you or they might pay for it. But for me, I'm gonna take my car. I'm gonna take my dogs in my car. So I'm probably gonna drive, which that's gonna be a long drive. The other option was to catch a train. I could fly with both my dogs, but I'm not gonna do that. I'll probably just drive, and then I'll have to find someone. So it costs a little bit of money up front to kind of go to the contracts because you got to, like I say, you got to get there. You got to stay there for a week because you work a whole week and then you get paid that next week. So you won't get paid for like 2 weeks of being there, and so you got to be able to sustain yourself during that time. And then, so for me, like I was looking at housing. So I was looking at Airbnbs. A lot of Airbnbs in the area aren't houses. They be like tiny houses and campsites. So I was thinking about camping for a week or so just to see, you know, or I don't know if I'm not camping. It's either doing the Airbnb for like a week or so, and then maybe checking out the campsites and maybe either staying at the campsites. The problem is y'all got these dogs, so and my dogs is big. So if I go, I need to be able to have somewhere to stay with my dogs. My son will be going to his dad's house for a portion of my trip. If he want to come, then he can. He probably gonna want to stay with his dad because you know he's turning into a man now, and he be trying to get away from his mama. So he might stay with his dad, but the dogs gonna need a place to like stretch their legs and everything. And so I'm thinking camping might not be a bad idea. You know, depending on how the weather is, because like I say, the place that I'm going, they saying that it's gonna be cool. Question they don't answer, but give yes person stay is BS. They don't know the answer to the question. Yeah, but who said it? Wait, how? Yeah, but who you talking about, DC? You talking about me? Giving you a whole bunch of words. Look. What's happening here? Oh, there it goes. Okay, let me see. Let's remove hide use on this channel. I got it. I think. Oh, I knew it. Sag. I knew it. I knew he was a Sagittarius. I wish I could figure out why it's like going so fast. Like I can't. Anyways, I knew you had to be like a fire sign because that's like yeah. I'm a Leo, so my brother is Sagittarius. My ex is a Sagittarius, or my son dad, I should say, he is Sagittarius. Okay, I think I got them. It took a minute for me to figure out why I couldn't get that off of there. But all right, you guys. So since y'all stayed to listen to me and DC talk, I might check back in with y'all. I be watching some people YouTube channels on it's a girl on here I be watching, and she be having me missing y'all. Her name on YouTube is Stephanie DIY Queen. I think it's something like that. And she used to be, every time I would go live, she would go on. And then I haven't seen her, but I be looking at her videos sometime and I be thinking about y'all. So I was like, it's time for me to post. Especially now we finna go on the contract, and I got to show y'all like maybe what I do to prepare to go on the contract, because I got to get the house ready. I'm debating. My homegirl offered to watch the house, like house sit for me. So I might see if she want to do that. And then I asked her. She was like she a house sit and dog and watch the dog. So I might, cause she needs somewhere to stay for a couple of weeks. Like I might just let her do that. But I might be missing my dog. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I go. I'll let y'all, let y'all know what's what. Phone acting weird. It's probably hot. Yeah. All right, y'all. So I guess I'm gonna wrap this video up since since ain't nobody really talking right now. What time is it? And I'm hungry, so. All right, y'all. DC, it was real. I'll definitely hop back on here in the next couple of days or so to kind of check back in with y'all, and then we'll at that point I should have the videos posted or up that's comparing the two comparing the surgical tech to other medical professions. Sorry, y'all, I got a burp again. It's this kombucha making me burp. But so yeah, that's, if y'all have any questions, I would tell y'all to hit me up on Instagram, but I ain't been on Instagram. So what I would say is if y'all want to talk or whatever. It froze. Am I froze or not? Okay, maybe it's not froze. It just looked froze. Anyways, if y'all have any questions, just leave them in the comment section on here. And then I haven't really been on Instagram. I haven't been on Instagram. So I haven't been really on social media at all since October. I'll be on YouTube. So, and then you can email me too at info@kiafa.com. I have to go check and see if my email was messed up for a while, so I haven't fixed it. But y'all can, if you want to get in contact with me, the best way to get in contact with me right now is to leave a comment on my videos, and I'm seeing them. But for the most part, that's all I got for y'all. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for hanging out with me today. Like, I really do appreciate it. I don't even know how to. I really need to do something. Like, I really need to do like a giveaway. Maybe we'll do that, because I really want to get back to y'all. Like, I want to do a giveaway. It might be on an ebook or something like that. Like, I like an audio book. Like, it'll be something. It'll be something valuable. Let's just say, like, or maybe not valuable. It depends on what you find valuable, but useful is the word I was looking for. So, anyways, y'all, that's all I got for you in this video. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Okay, bye. Hope I missed nobody comments.